Hi everyone, this is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets. Hope you guys are keeping well. These are the Xiaomi Mi True Wireless Earphones Mark II. And I'm going to compare these to AirPods all the way through, direct comparison, because clearly when you see these, you know that's what they're targeted against. And there's something these have that the AirPods don't. Truly quite something. So, in the box, you get the instructions and you get USB C to USB A cable. If we look at both cases from a size point of view, the AirPods profile is slightly better, slightly more rounded. That has USB-C, that's Lightning. This is also the Mark IIs, so this charges by Qi wireless charging due to the case. This doesn't. It's just USB-C, but you do get quite a decent amount of time. So codec wise, these have the high end Apple's AAC. These have AAC, the lower SBC, but they also have the very interesting, have the low latency LDAC, which is the LDHC. And that's really unusual to have LDHC. So that, in theory, should mean these have better sound quality than AirPods, but do they? In terms of range, these can probably do 50 meters, 30 meters, no problem. AirPods have a much longer range. These are only 10 meters. So the Xiaomi Mi True Wireless Earphones 2 have a much shorter range. That might be down to the higher codec having a shorter distance, and I think it is. In terms of touch controls, you can configure what the earbuds do on the AirPods in the settings, and their firmware updatable as well. The controls for these are preset. They have double tap on each side. These are the non-Chinese versions, the official European global ones, do not have an app, are not firmware upgradable. So you're stuck with simply, if you double tap the left side, you call up assistance. If you double tap the right, it's the play pause. It also does calls and that sort of stuff. Both Bluetooth 5, both have sensors, so when you take them out, they stop the music. That's more so, AirPods do that when you're using an iPhone. These just do that anyway. Neither will have any water resistance, so there you go. In terms of charging, as I said, USB-C, Lightning, Qi charging. These can give 4 hours when you have the buds in themselves, 14 hours with the case extra, using the case, the battery in the case, and take an hour to charge. And you're not far off. AirPods are pretty similar, to be honest, maybe a bit longer on the case side of things. But again, that all depends on your volume as well. Now, in terms of pairing, if you've used AirPods, you know that when you open them, you get a pop-up screen on your iPhone or iPad, and pairing is absolutely instant. And guess what? If you have a Xiaomi device like I do, let's just open it up. They've copied the Apple situation, and it pops up. And if you hadn't already connected these, then you would simply do connect. These are connected, and what it will now show in a second is actually the case and the each earphone level. There we go. Let's bring that across so you can see. But in terms of the connectivity, when you do connect them, I do think AirPods do connect faster. They are faster. So no water resistance I mentioned. What about sound quality? Well, actually, before I do sound quality, let me just show you what they look like in the ears. Then I'll do a size comparison as well between the two. So here, I have them in the ears so you can see what they look like. What I'll do is I'll take the right one out here, and I'll put the right AirPod in so you can see the difference in size And if I just case down, if I put these into the camera, you'll see the difference in these. Very similar, but different still. The AirPods have a more, I think, slimmer profile overall, but not by much. These have thicker stems. But don't forget, AirPods they now cost 160 if you want the wireless case. If you don't, so they're I think about 140, 130, and the Xiaomi's are half price at 70 in price. So there's the difference. Obviously, Apples have their special H1 chip, which I think does make a difference. In terms of sound quality and latency in voice calls, both are excellent voice calls. I do think Apple have the edge again slightly when it comes to voice quality, although these are still pretty good. In terms of connection, these can probably go 30 meters uninterrupted. These have a shorter distance, as I mentioned, of 10 meters. But when you're listening to YouTube videos, there is a slight lag in the voices, which is a shame on these buds. And there's nothing that you'd notice with the AirPods. But when it comes to sound quality, and I do think this is where Xiaomi actually have the edge, I do think these sound better than AirPods. So this little baby here sounds significantly better than AirPods. AirPods have good punchy bass, good mids, good treble. These have clearer trebles, more detailed treble, more natural sounding mid-range, and more bass. They're far more punchier, which is surprising. But again, I think it's down to the high-res codec. Anyway, if you've got any questions on these, do leave question below. I answer all of them. I'll also put, if you're interested in these Xiaomi ones, I will put the links and the AirPods in the description box below. Take care, everyone. This is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets. Bye for now.